Good morning guys, it's 6:30 a.m. and we can see a small sheet of ice that has been formed here. This is not fog, this is ice. See? Small sheet of ice that has formed on top of the car. And we heard snowfall has happened somewhere in Manali, in the outskirts. So even here, ice has formed.
Good morning guys, time is 7 AM. We are on our way to Sisu. We have to kind of empty the vehicle, dump all the things that we do not want to carry to Chandata Lake, so that the car gets a little lighter as well, because the roads are going to be extremely difficult. It was 3 degrees when we woke up at around 5:36 AM, and now it's apparently reached about 5 degrees, so it's pretty cold. As you can see, everybody's got their gloves on, hoods on, and there are 2 to 3 layers of thermals that we're wearing inside. So it's going to be a rough day, and apparently we heard in the morning that there are additional snowfalls in places like Solang Valley, which we spoke about last night. So I'm not really sure how the journey to Chandata Lake is going to be, but we're looking forward. We're fully prepared. So once we reach Sisu, we'll kind of spend about 15 minutes to unload our baggages and then head towards Chandata Lake. We will be going through Atal Tunnel once again. That's the only way to reach the other side of Manali. Right in front of me I can see, glowing mountains with patches of ice, just like yesterday. And if the chances are good, we'll definitely see more places where we have snowfall. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Looking forward for an exciting day. It's going to be an eventful one. It's going to be a long day as well. The to and fro journey, including the stay in Chandatal, it's most likely to be roughly about 10 to 11 hours. So that's the amount of time that we're going to spend outside. And once we're back, we'll go back and rest in Sisu. Yeah, so we will keep you guys posted further. And yeah, if anything comes up in the middle, we'll make sure that we take a short video and keep you updated. Yeah, for now, bye. Talk to you guys soon. Okay, so we are back in the Atal Tunnel. It's about 7:30. The only difference that we see is yesterday when we were kind of crossing this tunnel, it was full of lights, and now it apparently is completely dim lighted. Could be because there's no traffic in the tunnel during this time of the year, it looks like. But irrespective of that, it kind of gives us a lot of pride every time when we pass through the tunnel, because of the work that has happened. Right? Apparently we all know that this is the world's longest tunnel, which is built over 10,148 square feet above sea level. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, it kind of makes us happy every time when we cross the tunnel. This is the 3rd time that we are actually entering, because yesterday we kind of went to Sisu, and on our way back we kind of came back to the same tunnel, and this is the 3rd time. And of course we will have to pass through this tunnel one more time on our way back during the last day of this trip. So yeah, now I think the lights are coming up. We can see there are some bright lights, but the moment when we entered, we didn't find any light at all. In fact, we were kind of feeling bad if we'll not be able to get a footage of the tunnel, because yesterday there was a lot of security in terms of not allowing cameras, but today we did not see much of cops. So we took the kind of liberty to turn on the video. Yeah, so
actually we have turned on the front video, okay?
Yeah.
We have not switched on the video that shows the tunnel. We have only switched on the video. We only switched on the video mode that shows us explaining about it, and maybe on the side you can see glimpses of some concrete. So that is the only portion of tunnel which we want to expose. See, the ultimate aim is, everybody should visit this tunnel once, not through camera. Should personally come and visit that. There are some things which there are some kind of moments which you get when you touch and feel something. Like for example, somebody says, somebody tells this is cold, okay, through a camera. You can understand that it is cold. but you will not know how cold it is or how the feel is unless you go and touch. Right?
Yeah.
Some kind of a big proud moment that we have.
Especially a big patriotic feeling.
Yeah, true.
See, we were not concentrating on these kind of things, these kind of tunnels and bridges for so long. We had a very, I don't know. I don't want to criticize anybody, but we didn't have a proper, planning as far as the security threats from the neighboring countries are concerned. So this tunnel addresses that properly, because now you have a 24/365 all-weather road to Leh. Okay, Leh Ladakh, you have that road. So when you have that kind of a road, you can get your army supplies whenever you want. Earlier they used to either heli drop it, or heli drop the food package, and imagine they would used to store fuel and food for 6 months for our troops over there. Now imagine the kind of logistics that would take place. Imagine the kind of storage space that is required for storing 6 months of food and fuel over there. Now we can go and connect that place anytime we want. That is the biggest advantage.
Yep.
Okay, and we can quickly move our troops. If you want to send some tanks or anything over there, load them in some big trucks. Take this tunnel, you can reach. Maybe max you can reach in a day or so. All you need to do is just block the traffic for this entire road. Get your stuffs over there. So this is one of the one of the turning points in our defense thinking. The way people are thinking right now. The way Indian defense is thinking right now. Earlier we used to consider all neighbors as friends. Now we cannot consider that, considering every time we get a threat from our neighbors, both from Pakistan as well as China. So now that we have that kind of a now we have that kind of a liberty where they don't have the advantages question. We have the strategic advantages question as far as the defense is concerned. So big pride moment. Absolutely big pride moment.
And we should thank the Borders Road Association who have spent their lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is done, this entire tunnel has been built by the Border Roads Organization.
Basically for our safety.
Yes, for our safety. This is not a tourist purpose. This is not a tourist purpose.
This
Okay, this is not for tourism.
Safety.
This is for our security purpose.
Yeah,
Okay?
security purpose.
Mainly for our security purpose. So the Border Roads Organization have done a tremendous job. We have already we already have been praising Border Roads Organization ever from the last trip when we came to Spiti Valley, because the kind of landslides that happen over there every time. These BROs will be there to clear off the road traffic for us within hours. So those kind of things are there, which which they have been doing for so many years now. And now what is happening is now they've built such a wonderful road, and the connectivity that we have is superb. And it is good for tourism. It is good for the economy in this place. Now imagine we are staying in a place like Sisu. Earlier, Sisu people used to have to come through Rohtan Pass. Now they hardly have 1 hour distance from Manali. They don't have to stock up wood and all those things for 6 months time. So this is this kind of things are very good for this economy, and people who frequently travel now like us, we didn't know that we get good accommodations around in Sisu. We are getting it, so their economy gets boosted up.
Absolutely.
We get a good we can travel comfortably, as well as the defense get good roads.
Only a leader who is having this future thinking, future perception, only can do this. Bharat Mata ki Jai.
Bharat Mata ki Jai.
Yay. So there is still maintenance happening in terms of electrical
There's actually
work.
some electrical work happening between 9 to 6 in the night,
And
9 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the night. Some heavy electrical or something is happening, and there is a maintenance that is happening between 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So
avoid coming to this tunnel during that point of time.
Yeah.
Of course, most people most people are aware of this because it was very clearly told during the inauguration of this tunnel. But from our perspective, for the viewers of this channel, we just want to reiterate the point that do not try and plan anything between 9 p.m. to 6 a.m.
And this 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. is going to be there till December 7th as of now. After that, It'll be after that. I think it'll be available for night traffic also.
Yeah.
Anyways, now we have come to the end of the tunnel.
You'll definitely see a bright light.
What you see at
now.
end of the tunnel is a bright light. So
Absolutely,
currently that is what the country is going through. A tunnel has ended and we already have bright light coming. Yeah.
Yes. Man, this is
so
really
bright.
bright.
So bright, man.
This is so bright that we can't even see anything in front of us.
Good sign.
Wow. This is like glowing sunlight.
Good. Actually, it's a good sign for us
For
to
a
go to
bright
Chandratal. To go to Chandratal.
Absolutely.
And it's a wonderful sign for our country.
Yeah. Jai Hind.
Exactly.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
200
Jai Hind.
Turn right onto Leh Manali Highway.
Super view. Imagine if this is our room, balcony. Shivering. Bright sunlight. But 0 degrees minus 1 degree.
Sorry, 1, no? Oh, amazing. We were kind of having a good laugh as soon as we entered. I mean, we came out of Atal Tunnel because it was bright sunlight, right? Extremely bright sunlight that we could not even see the road as soon as we came out. But the funny thing is, or the incredible thing is, the temperature outside is 1 degree, and if I kind of show you the kind of sunlight that we have outside, right? It's very bright, so it's kind of contradicting with the temperature, but I kind of feel this is an excellent feeling and can only happen in certain places, right? Bright glowing sunlight with temperature is it's a very unique combination. So I just thought I'll show you guys.
0.
Oh, now it has actually reached 0 as in when we are talking. So it's so amazing. I mean, we don't really know what to say because we've never come across such mixed emotions in terms of vision and also in terms of touch and feel as well. So extremely bright outside and 0 degrees. Man, I mean, this place has got so much to offer.
Today's breakfast at Koksar. See how hot the water is. Very thick aloo paratha and achar. That's a breakfast for today. Paratha is good. Very hot also. They don't have much choice. Whatever they're making is excellent. So this is the outskirts of Koksar. I mean, basically that is Koksar. So we just came after breakfast. They served amazing breakfast for us. This is a toilet facility that's available here. And that is the road ahead. So this is the first glimpse of snow which is on our way. Wow, it has mud also. We'll just take the outer layer.
We just got so excited when we saw the first glimpse of snow. That was like half a patch of snow on top of a rock. But we never realized, as and when we started, moving up, the entire place is filled with snow.